Hello everyone, I'm Acid and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 11! Week 6, Day 4. It would appear we are still having the issue from earlier, so that's not good. But, yeah, that's strange. Not sure exactly why. So I ended up going to the service provider earlier, and they actually moved their location during the pandemic, which is kind of interesting. So, that's something I wasn't quite expecting, so I had to do it over the phone. And was able to adjust some things. However, apparently, whatever the issue is still isn't fixed. So that will need further investigation. But yeah, I'll need to figure that out more later. I'm not sure why this started happening all of a sudden. It's been a week now since the hurricane, and that's when it started happening. But okay, well, we'll just have to deal with it for now, I guess. Anyways, so of course we have our Sentinel class event going on today. As our main thing. Tomorrow we're getting a billion things though. We're getting a new mythic in the morning as well as a new faction. That new faction is going to be specifically for Sea of Sorrows, which means Sunken Fleets. Or, I mean, not Sunken Fleet, I mean Merlantis as Sea of Sorrows Association. And yeah, we're having an event for that. We already showed teams for that in the teams video earlier, where we're going to be running with these three teams, starting off with, well, technically this is probably the only team we really need. It's kind of like a guard's avatar kill. Might switch over to our Wayne, we'll see. It's a green-brown restriction, if I'm not mistaken, or blue-brown, actually. Blue-brown. So we'll be able to utilize those colors to be able to use for the faction tomorrow. And we'll be getting a new true damage troop to go along with it as well. Anyways, also I got a big kill objective today. I got to kill 150 yellow, and nothing is good on an adventure board. That's very unfortunate. But not the yellow part. Killing 150 yellow, that's really good. Because you get 100 gems. Anyways, I guess we'll start with the Sentinel class events. Start from the top. We'll go with the same team that we mentioned on the video for all the teams. And we'll roll with the Summer Blade. So Summer's Blade has a chance to get all of its mana back by simply getting red alignment. And that's pretty much what we're aiming for here. I should probably change my banner setup. Oh, never mind. I'm already on the right one. Yeah, that'll work. I guess we technically don't necessarily need 20% mana start, though, in this particular situation. It should be good enough. And of course, it's rarity order, but always take that one. Oh, wait, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry, that's World Event. That's also a wrong event. Gosh, I keep clicking on every event. Oh, so we got Guild War next week. Soon TM, a couple days from now. What do we have that's interesting to use for next Guild War? Has anything actually happened within that time? I'm trying to think. I don't believe we have. But anyways, hello everyone! Is it even worse than before? Really? Oh gosh. But yeah, I have no clue at this point what the issue is. And I had to go through an automated system through the phone, so I wasn't able to get like that good of support when I was going through it. But yeah, I have no clue what the issue is these days. Hey, we got a mimic, though not the right mimic. That's the pet mimic, unfortunately. But anyways, hello Bill, hello Lester, hello Barbara, hello Imperial, hello Genki, hello Dwight, hello Bill, hello Ricardo, hello Imperial, hello Isabel. Hello, hello Ricardo. Hello, Roman. Hello, Janice. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, Barbara. Hello, who else hello to? Hello, Supernova. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Clip Bomb. Hello, welcome, everyone. Okay, let's go take a red. Get our mana flowing a bit. Probably take into another red and just hope that red changes into even more reds, and then we win. Oh, this range, we already just one-shot them, so we don't actually need to get the mana. Though getting the mana would be beneficial. But yeah, I honestly have not the slightest clue what could be causing it at this point. It definitely needs to get fixed soon. Because it makes it so we can't really stream anything. Like, obviously a turn-based game like Gems of War, it's kind of okay for, though it's still kind of delayed, still very buffery and all that. But, you know, there's not that much motion going on in this game because it's so turn-based. But for almost everything else, it is, like, unplayable, buffery, dropped frames. Because it's basically running at like 10 frames per second. Since it's dropping like 60-something% of frames. I have not the slightest clue. I could try doing a different encoder for it. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow night and see if it's even worse. I was even considering doing it for tonight. However, I wanted to test one thing at a time to see if it fixed it. And everything that we did earlier apparently did not. So we could try something else tomorrow and see if that might end up fixing it. And just kind of do one thing at a time until it's doing better. The only problem with those is it might eventually be so bad that that one streamer you adjust stuff, it might be even worse. There's still a few things we haven't tried that we can still try. Alright, you need to go get mana. Off-stream perfect doesn't count. Oh yeah, we gotta go do dungeons after this to go get a perfect. As you guys probably saw earlier, the perfect video, we were able to get off-stream quite conveniently. We definitely hacked it in. I was kidding. That's why I was off-streamed. That'd be funny if we got it again tonight. Well, eventually. And eventually we'll get the true top 3. Where it's the exact top 3 rather than, you know, the 4th one all the way in the corner over there. Hello, Trilogy! Welcome, welcome. Maybe you need to switch internet providers. There's like almost no options in the area. Also, the issue with that is my mom uses it in combination with like the TV. So we'd also have to find a different TV cable service. Which I'm not even sure there is one in town. That I'm aware of. It's so weird because for everything else, and even for the speed test, it seemed fine. So it could always be my encoder at this point. But I can't really see how. It's the exact same settings we've been running for months now. So I don't quite know how it could be any different since the hurricane. Because I checked the settings, they're all still the same that they should be. Nothing's out of whack. It's just very strange. Hello, Jonian! Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we'll take explosion. Alright, we need one. Why does it feel like we're always one red short? Are we on +1 red right now? Because we should really be on +2. With a team like this. I assume we are. I don't see why we wouldn't be. Yeah, we're on +2 red. Why does it feel like we're on +1 red? Actually, we should be even higher than that. Oh, that's why. Oh, I see now. That was a non-surge. We actually have so much red that red I thought was surge was actually non-surge. That's why it felt like we were getting so little red. It's not because we're getting so little red, it's because our reds aren't surging when we need them to. Because we're actually getting so much red that a non-surge red looks like a surge red. But it's not actually a surge red. Yeah, I would explain it. Did it really just destroy the one red but still give us an extra turn because it cascaded into itself? Oh, that's funny. That's also one really weird thing with some weapons. Like, they got rid of all the explode ones that randomly explode and are really annoying, but they still kept all the destroy ones, like destroy one random red while creating red, which is counterproductive to what the weapon's supposed to do. It's very strange. But yeah, I guess tomorrow night we'll try something else. Well, let's keep trying something different every single night until something works. Because at this point, I honestly don't know if it's on their end or my end. I assume it's on their ends. Because I can barely think of too many more things I could switch out. I guess to some degree it could still be the encoder. But nothing would have changed between that time, which is the main thing. Like, if it is the encoder, like, I don't understand how it is. There's pretty much nothing changed between then and then. Unless a recent Windows update damaged it or something. I don't know, was there a Windows update around that same time? I don't even remember. Let's see. Take that one over. Oh, is that our final battle? Oh no, we have one more set. Have I tried a hamster on a motion wheel? Oh, that cascade actually worked out well for that one destroy. Probably the only time it'll actually get value. Is that Loud Trilogy? Welcome, welcome. Alright, why is this board lacking in red? The only color we need. I guess at this point I might just have to take blue just so we can get red. Oh, or that. That also helps a lot. Yeah, we better get Valraven here. We're actually going to be short if not. That's guaranteed, so. Even if it doesn't seem like it, 100% of the time, you will get enough Valravens to take the free rewards. As long as you didn't miss any. No, the Destroy got me! Why do you have one red Destroy when you're supposed to create reds? It makes 0 sense. But yeah, whatever my issue is right now, it's definitely with upload speed. Because all normal, like, day-to-day activities that use download speed, they're all perfectly fine. And I did the speed test for it, and that number's still fine. It's just my upload speed since the hurricane has been horrifically bad. And that's problematic because that's what we need for streaming. What do you like to cast? That'd be great. He's immune to silence because he can't silence an angry mob. That's funny. I never thought about it like that. That is kind of funny, though. I've never noticed that. Although now I can't ever not notice it. Let's see, I'll take that over. Unfortunately, this isn't enough damage, otherwise I would cast it. Yeah, surely it has to be related to the hurricane in some way. I can't think of any reason it wouldn't be. Because that's when all the problems started. Like, the exact moment when all the problems started. I just don't know what the exact issue is the problem. Anyways, we still need a billion more yellow kills. There wasn't anything on adventure board today, so you know what that means? Let's go get top 3 dungeon! And this we don't need. It's a fake mimic. Not the mimic we're looking for. Anyways, let's go see what we get here. Boom! Oh, that's not a trap! Let's see what we get. Come on. Come on. Oh, silence trap! Oh. Wait, is this bless or barrier? Nah, it's barrier. That's not what we need. So close. If we would have taken square. Now we gotta deal with silence, which is kind of annoying. Also, let me grab my guaranteed Dragonite since we're not getting anything from a perfect today. Alright, I don't have a team set up to have anti-silence at the moment. Because I needed it for some team video earlier, so I kind of scrapped it. So I shall put it over top of Yagwe. Hello, Yagwe. How do I want to do this? Honestly, I kind of like using Nisha for it. I mean, not Nisha. Orpheus, I mean. So we'll get an Orpheus. We'll get a... I don't know, what fun way do we want to do with Orpheus? I think it's just like a Leprechaun Thrall into like one thing option. Because what are we going for? Just hitting here? You know what? Let me go Lord of Slaughter. I mean, not Lord of Slaughter. What's his name? Scourge of Honor. That's not how you spell it. Oh, yes, it is. Yeah, that seems fine. Good enough. Let's see. We need like a purple. Oh, he doesn't use purple though. I guess we need like a green, red. As much as I want double purple. Oh, if we're doing green, red, I can minus purple. That's perfect. I always find it funny with Thrall It's like, I need a lot of purple so I can make him work. So instead, let me give him -1 purple. Which is a weird strategy. Because Thrall plays very well when he has +0 purple and +3 purple. +3 purple ensures he will guarantee get full mana. But if you're minusing one of his purples, he doesn't care because he already has Link. Which is a really weird combination. Where you can essentially go either or. Where he can go with either +3 or +0. And he's fine in either way. So in this case, we're going +0. It's just really strange because he's one of those weird ones where he wants a lot of mana. But you can also just deprive him of mana and he's perfectly fine. Just because of how Surge and everything else works. This is enough mana, right? Should be. I wish I was 6 mana to all allies instead of 5. Well, I'll make it work. As long as we're double casting. Yeah, I think honestly at this point we're just gonna have to give it some time. I can still try testing other things though, just to see if we can kind of make it work. But it might just be one of those things where you just have to stall it out until they fix it. I just kind of have to deal with it for now. That does mean I'm pretty much not going to do a single midday stream until it's fixed. Because it's pretty much impossible to, with how many dropped frames we have. And for Gems of War, it's still an issue, but it's not as big an issue. Because it doesn't buff the audio or anything, which is nice. Like, the audio is still clean, it's just the visual is a little choppy. And by a little choppy, I mean it's effectively running at like 10 frames per second. Let's see. Oh, what do we need here? It's also slightly behind. Like right now, at least on my feed, it's showing me doing the dungeons right now. Oh no, never mind, that's a little bit behind as well. It's actually showing me picking my team, which we already are using right now. Is it really that far behind? Because right now it's showing me building a Yalgwei team. At least on my other computer when I put it up to live. And that's quite a bit behind because I'm using that right now. Like I'm actively using that team to work down dungeons. Which I don't exactly understand how that works necessarily. Because it started at the same time. Yeah, I'm like 5 minutes ahead of where the stream is because we're done with dungeons right now. Yeah, I'm looking at it. We haven't even started dungeons. We're putting in the 4th troop right now, Scourge of Honor, into the team. It's so weird. Anyways, but yeah, that's like 5 minutes behind. 5-minute stream delay. Why am I taking this? I don't even need this. Anyways, so that's out. That's out. We gotta obviously kill Billion Yellow today, which is probably gonna be priority. But before we do, definitely want to go take out the World event. So we need to help our guild. Of course, they did fix it. It was, for whatever reason, on Monday, guild-wide for this. Though, of course, it is individual, as we saw on Tuesday as well. But, yeah, it was just a weird thing for, like, a day. Where it was, like, guild-wide, but then they fixed it to what it's always been. Apparently, Isabel, as per usual, has been, #1 on leaderboard. Apparently, we're dead last, which is exactly why we're doing our fights right now. Oh, we might even be able to close the gap. We only need 2,000 more. Good job, guild. Oh, let me go assist. Obviously, we have access to Tesla, so we'll be using Tesla. The damage amplification to her is absolutely insane. Actually, can I double amplify her? 1 second. If I go to... Oh, no, we can't. Oh, we'll just take what we have. It's good enough. You saw that we got the perfect run? Oh, thank you for the congrats, Supernova. Thank you, thank you. Not minus blue? Not minus blue for what? Because of stream delay, I'm not actually sure what you're referring to with that one. Which is the only problem with streaming like this. Is chat will probably say something. Do something I said like 3 to 5 minutes ago. And I will have no context as to what they're replying to. 100% video edited. I know, it is kind of suspicious that our first perfect was the first stream where we didn't stream the dungeon. Because every dungeon I streamed. That was the only one I didn't stream. So yeah, we definitely, like, hacked it in. 100%. That's exactly what happened. If only. Could you imagine? If they nerfed it just because some people were, like, slightly getting the odds ever so slightly higher by getting the pattern. Imagine if someone found a way to just, like, auto-get it every single day at 100% rate. That would be fixed literally within, like, a minute. The second they can. They would fix that. I'll catch you later, Clip Bomb. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Also, hopefully you get that goodbye in time. Because I'm saying as soon as you type it. However, due to the slight delay, it might not come out immediately. Oh, wait, why did I just hit Elspeth? Whoops. Luckily, this isn't a delve or something. Not for you, it's at real time? Really? Maybe my other computers are slow. Which would make sense. Because on my other computer, if I click live right now, it is currently at the menu screen when I was doing nothing. Like, before we even started doing the world event right now. Like, that's where it's at right now. Like, as me deciding on, oh, what should we go do? Like, it's just now hitting the world event button. Like, literally right now. There it goes. But yeah, for any of you guys, I don't know, is there a delay? Like, you could always pull it. Let's see. How much of a delay does it look like you're getting? Let's see. Create a poll. How much delay does the stream... Oh, why did that? Does the stream appear to have? Let's see. None. Like 5 to 30 seconds. You can kind of tell by chat as well if you're wondering. 31 to 60 seconds? Or over a minute? Let me know. Because on my other computer, it's definitely showing as over a minute. Particularly like almost 3 or 4 minutes. But you can tell from the chat above me. If you type something in chat, and then it's not like immediately updated above my head, that is the amount of delay there is. Let's see. I'll take that down. Oh, no one's saying over a minute. Interesting. So there are some people voting for 31 to 60 seconds. Maybe there's not as much of a delay as I thought. Though it's probably still very buffery, though. Because I can't see any way it's not with 65% of frames being lost. Also, it's kind of weird, because some days it's exactly 65%. Which almost makes me think it's somewhere on the hardware side. Because how's it doing exactly 65%? It's not doing it every night. However, some nights it has been dropping the exact number of 65% frames. It can't be because my frame rate's set differently, because I do have it set to 30 FPS and all that. Because the first thing I thought when I saw that, it's like, oh, did some setting get changed to like 10 FPS or something? Two minutes behind live, so not going to answer the poll. Oh, true. Because you're catching up. Yeah, you're doing it on purpose. That doesn't count. Also, that's a lot of furs. 68 furs? What's the point system for this week? No wonder why we're almost already done. Did they make it weighted in a way that's easier to do this week? Because that's a lot of fur. Even if they're only worth 1 point each, that's still a lot of points. Are they worth 1 each? No, they're worth more than 1. They're worth like 3. Right? Let me see my score. Yeah, they're worth like 3. Yeah, they're worth 3. You could easily tell right there. Which means... How close are we to that then? Oh, we're gonna get it. Nice. We'll be the person who... Oh, wait, we might not. No! Is anyone in my guild doing any battles? We're literally going to be like 2 battles short. Oh, that's so unfortunate. So close yet so far. Obviously, we'll get it done by tomorrow, though. Oh, that only gave 16 furs? Oh, no. Even worse. We're so close. So close yet so far. Hey, we're not dead last anymore. Actually, we're pretty much right in the middle. Exactly where we should be. So close yet so far. Anyways, we need to kill a billion yellows. White Helm seems like a pretty good location for that. Oh, we're already halfway there. I keep wanting to do adventure board because I see none of it's done. And then I click on it, it's like, oh yeah, that's why nothing is done. Rewards are horrifically bad. Anyways, let me go kill a bunch of yellow. Let me make sure I change my metals though. Actually, it doesn't even matter. I'm just going to use Dust Devil team. Good old Dust Devil. I'm going to use the double cast one because I'm not sure what the durabilities are like. Oh, that's not even a double cast one. That one right there. How is the dungeon not gambling? It pretty much is. There's a lot of systems and a lot of free-to-play games that are like gambling, but technically not gambling. Like, they somehow just, like, barely skirt by as in, like, not gambling category. Even though it's kind of gambling. There's a lot of things in that category these days. You just got the poll announcement? Oh, wow. That is very delayed. Like, that's how delayed it is on my other screen. Because on my other screen right now, we're still doing the world event. Make a poll on was the video suspicious? That would be a funny poll. I still can't believe the day that we weren't streaming was the day it finally happened. All the battles must be 1, 2, or 3 for it to count. Well, we'll get it eventually. It's only a matter of time. Only another month or 2. So let me go check the world event, because we're probably finished now, if anyone in our guild was doing any. So close. Someone must be doing battles, because I think it got closer than when we stopped. It's literally like 2 battles away. Or 1 if someone's really deep. Actually, do they even scale like that this week? I'm not even sure if they do. They might not, which means it'd be 2 battles then. Also, I'll hand out a code once we finish the yellow kills, which should be pretty soon. We're averaging like 2 per cycle. We're halfway there by the time we even started. Yep, 1/3 the way there. Hey, did you guys see the little trailer thingy for the new Mario movie? I actually didn't bother watching it yet. Gosh, I haven't been to the movie theaters in a very long time. I think it's been 3 years now? Actually, almost 4. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was early 2019. No. Yeah, early 2019. I think was the last time I was to a theater. So it's been like 3.5 years since I've been in a movie theater. Obviously, initially due to pandemic, but then also because, I don't know, just not that many interesting movies have been coming out lately. There's none that grabbed my attention, or that I would bother going to a movie theater to see. These are some movies under the category of like, yeah, you'd eventually see it, but you wouldn't go to a movie theater to see it kind of category. Let's see, what's the poll currently at for the thing? Wait, 0 people are still saying over a minute? How much delay does stream have? None. Fight is 30, though it always says 5 to 30. 31 to 60. Well, maybe not 30 seconds. I should maybe like 5 to 10 or 5 to 15. Because the stream always has like some small amount of delay. Even if we had perfect connection. It's always like at least 5 seconds behind. Are we having stream withdrawals? I know, that was basically like a day of streamed, but it's mostly because I wanted to test after today if it was fixed at all. But it wasn't. But yeah, the automated service from the service provider was not useful, like, at all. And I wasn't going to walk all the way to their new location. Because, gosh, did they move pretty far away. Like, it's still in the area, but it's not really, like, a walking distance amount away. Yeah, apparently during the pandemic, they moved location. Not sure if they upgraded their place, downgraded their place, or what. Maybe it was just cheaper if they moved. Because that's not something I normally think of when I think of, like, a pretty big corporation in an area. But for something like that, I guess you generally wouldn't want to have too many of them, as they, you know, have, like, non-compete clause and stuff like that, so that they can make more money. But, like, if you think of, like, a restaurant, it would normally almost be cheaper, well, not necessarily cheaper, but more cost-efficient to, like, open another restaurant than to bother moving the location of where you're already at. And when I think of, like, a big business like that, it's like, yeah, you just build another one. But with something like that, because they want to have, like, a limited amount, so, you know, it doesn't oversaturate an area, they actually, like, deliberately have to, like, close down the other one, then open up somewhere else. Which is very strange. Because if you think of that for almost, like, any other big business, they literally will just open another one, rather than moving their location. At least when it comes to most major chains. Does a perfect run count if we don't pull it? Well, it did for the achievement. Look, there it is. Our little egg, most recent. Practice makes perfect. The one for get a perfect run in dungeon. The game thinks we did it, because we did. The game counts it. We got our Dragonite. How are we doing on Dragonite after today? We are at 400. 2 more days till we get not another egg, because I'm actually crafting the weapon next, and then I'm hoarding them until they fix it. Because there's no way I'm going to try RNGing another egg where we're at right now. I'd rather just wait until they fix whatever the system is. Because it's not like we're going to have the dragon before then. Unless we get perfect luck and get a the correct color into correct color. And even then, it'll be like pretty much exactly at the time we'd be able to do it anyways. But I'm going to try adjusting a few more things tomorrow night and just kind of see if we can get it kind of working a little bit better. Because I'm really not sure what to change at this point to try to fix it. Running low on options. You get dungeon level 14? Gosh, I'm still at level 5. That's how many downward stairs we've gotten. Almost none. Yeah, that's really funny. That angry mob has immune to silence. I have never noticed that. Or at least in the context of, you know, why an angry mob would have immune to silence. That's really funny. I can't unsee that now. I will never ever unsee that. Like, it's something I knew, but it's not something like you go through the thought process of like, oh, why does angry mob have immune to silence? And then you think about it and it's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Last movie was that time in Chicago. Was it? I think I've seen one since then. I'm trying to think the last movie I went to. I was going to go see the Sonic 1 movie. Not the second one, but the very first one. I was originally going to see that and then didn't. And that was 2020, like January, I believe, or February. But I ultimately didn't end up going to see that one. Because that's the last memory of like a movie I was going to see, but then never bothered doing so. But that wasn't actually me going to the movies. Anyways. It was like plans to, but just never did. Let me go ahead of the code. And we'll go from there. Let's see, because we just got our final objective. So we can go for some token grinding. Where on earth is my code section? I don't even have it open, because we didn't need it yesterday. There we go. Grab this, grab that, click save. Put it over there. Alright, there you guys go. Use it on gemsofwar.com underneath the game code section. As per usual, might as well just go there manually. As we have been lately. Oh, that's not what I needed. We go to gemsofwar.com. And we then go to the redeem code section. And we then go and move this poll out of the way. And we then copy paste the random numbers and letters, starting with PG. That's funny, since we're just talking about movies. And invite codes in bottom left of settings. Redeem codes right over there in chat. And give same order as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Alright, there you guys go. Okay, so next order of business. We did that, we did that. That's useless over there. Oh yeah, I got an Imperial earlier. I already grabbed this earlier. Wait, why does it have no button here? The button, you're broken. You broke the button. You broke the button. But, that's so weird. Yeah, that's like a very broken button. Oh, we already got it earlier. You already own this and cannot purchase it again. It's weird that doesn't have like an X or something. It's just weird that it's like a closed, condensed, like gray square cylinder. Cylinder. I mean rectangle. Whatever. Anyways. Let's go and do some explore hunt then. Let's do Sword's Edge. Actually, I'll chase. Good old Merlantis. You're getting a new faction tomorrow. Just you wait. And we'll be covering that hopefully tonight. And with no lag. Since it'll be a video and not a stream. Though we will still be streaming tomorrow night, of course. But the videos will hopefully be covered tonight, not tomorrow night. Or, you know, when it comes out at 3 a.m. Which is in, what is that, 6 hours from now. Well, technically 6 hours and 19 minutes. Also, definitely make sure your game is refreshed and everything before you go and do that. Got any of them live streams meme? I know which one you're talking about. That's funny. And as Genki mentions, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And hopefully we'll get the connection issues situated soon. And if it is too buffery, we'll still have other videos coming up pretty soon. Tomorrow we'll have one on the Mythic and on the new faction. Though, oddly enough, I already have pretty much all the setup to cover the new faction. We already covered it on the Monday video, if you already want a sneak peek of what we're going to be going over. But I'll also go over the troop and all that, because I already mentioned all the teams on Monday. If you check that team's video. However, I will be going over info that wasn't mentioned. Like, for example, the troop that's coming in. I won't have access to it because I'm deliberately skipping it, but we can still go over and all that. Plus, we can go over the deep delve layout, which is something we actually don't know until tomorrow. We don't know if it's going to be a good one, a bad one, an average one. In all fairness, it's probably going to be good. Like, it can't be much worse than what Merlantis already has. I mean, not Merlantis, I mean Sea of Sorrows, which is associated to Merlantis. Like, the layout wasn't awful, but I definitely wouldn't use the word good to describe it. Mythics are now harder to get? No, they're still the same rate. You can just get very unlucky sometimes. Nope. Mythic rates have not changed. Though, in theory, as more Mythics come into the game, each individual Mythic is theoretically harder to obtain, while the actual odds of getting a Mythic is still the same. The numerical number of Mythics in the game, of course, keeps going up. So if you're opening event keys or just standard key drop table when it's not a exclusive legend, then in theory your chance of getting a specific Mythic keeps increasingly going down, just because the sheer number of Mythics in the game. But in regard to actual odds of getting a Mythic, no, it has not been changed. If anything, it should be changed to be kind of higher, since as we get more Mythics, you know, it's easier to get repeats. So it'd be nicer if they made those numbers a little bit higher. But no, they haven't become lower. There's more Mythics in the game taking up the drop table when it's not a specific drop table. Like this weekend, it's going to be only the new Mythic. So you don't have to worry about that whenever new Mythics come out. Let's go get this chest. Oh wait, never mind. We didn't even get the chest right there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Well, where are all the bonus areas? Let's go for that one. Good old Karkaroth. Oh, that's the only problem with doing it this way. Because we have so many kingdoms not at Explore 12. Because we use them for something else. And then we have to take the time to go move them back to 12. And then later we'll have to move them back to 1. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is damage to the provider that an automated system wouldn't be able to say. Because I wasn't able to get to an actual person when I called. And when I went there, they moved location, and I wasn't going to walk all the way to their new location. Because it's way too far to walk. Even the old location was somewhat far to walk. Like, not super far, but further than I'd like it to be. Let's see. 2 codes tonight to make up for yesterday. Maybe tomorrow night. Because we're going to be doing a lot more tomorrow night. Because we have the new Mythic, we got the faction, so it's going to be a bit of a longer stream. Well, maybe not longer, but you know. There's a lot more to go over, if nothing else. Even though we'll also be doing it in the video. I like recapping in the stream as well. Because we actually have a lot for Friday tomorrow. We have a new pet, a new weapon. Oh, sorry, never mind. That's only if it's a new faction. But we still have a new troop and a new troop. So 2 new troops. I was like just saying down the whole list as if we were getting a new faction. But no, we're getting 2 new troops tomorrow. As well as a new deep delve. 1 new troop is for Sea of Sorrows, which is likely for Merlantis. And the other one is for... Actually, I can't remember. I remember the Mythic tomorrow is bad. Oh yeah, it's for Drifting Sands. It's that one Scorpius one. That's called Scorpio. For the month of November. It's actually my sign as well. Since our birthday is in a month from now, November 4th. So we're actually a Scorpio. Though similar to a lot of those signs, they're all kind of bad. Like every single one of them. I can't think of a single one that's based on one of those 12 symbols that is actually good. Has there been one? Because I know Gemini was bad. The other one that was like began with L was bad. The one for my month is bad. Like, I can't recall a single one that has been even remotely usable. Like, there's still troops and, you know, they kind of do stuff. But, oh no, they were all so bad. Code is way up there, but you just got to where it was written on stream. Oh, gosh. That's interesting. Because that's exactly how delayed... Okay, interesting. So, Tyrion, what you ended up saying is exactly how lagged my other computer is. Because my other computer right now is putting in the redeem code. It literally just clicked the button to redeem code right as I said that. So that's interesting. Because how delayed you are is how delayed I am. Which is how delayed I assume everyone is. So are there people not that delayed then? Like people in chat right now who didn't just see me do the redeem code like 15 seconds ago? Oh gosh, why am I saying that now though? Because then it... Well, then again, if you got to this point. But, oh, good, we got an Anu. Like, does anyone right now in chat see this Anu? Go, say you say that Anu. Everyone just type Anu in chat if you hear this. Maybe with an S, but then again, YouTube might block if you put an S after it. Hey, we got our Anu. Because I feel like it's as delayed as Tyrion mentioned. Because that's what's showing on my other computer. Anyways. What do we even need here? So we've done, like, all the things. Let me just keep farming the chest, then. Might as well. Gotta get those tokens while we can. Obviously, you can always get them, but you know what I mean. I don't feel like I go out of my way to farm them enough these days. Like, there's probably some people who do it for, like, hours a day. Like, I don't mind it in short bursts, but I wish there was, like, an alternative method that wasn't explore. Like, who knows? Maybe they can make Treasure Hunt worthwhile. Because Treasure Hunt was one of those modes that they kind of kept adding every new mechanic to. Like, when they added trait stones to it and stuff. But then when tokens came around, they never added tokens or any, like, those other good ones. Like, they didn't add vault keys to it, even though there's literally a vault in it. They didn't end up adding tokens, even though they added trait stones when trait stones came into the game. And they didn't add any kind of writs or anything like that. Like, initially, it was getting updated. Like, the first year or two that Treasure Hunt existed, it was getting updated to have every new resource that was added into the game. And then after a while, it was never getting updated to have any of the new resources added to the game. Which eventually made it so it was pointless. Because not only were you not getting any XP, but you were also, you know, not getting any of the more modern resources that are very useful for pretty much everything. Yeah, I'm still not sure what we're going to be doing about the connection of the stream. Because there is a chance it is beyond my control of anything I could do, and it might just have to be something we have to wait out. I'm still going to keep messing with stuff in case there is something we could do. I am going to try something tomorrow night, where the method that the stream encodes with, I'm going to try changing. It might make the stream even more unbearable, but it could also fix it, so we'll see what happens. It can only do one or the other. It can either make it worse or it'll make it better. There's probably no in between. We'll see exactly which one it does. One other thing I could try checking is updating the driver for the graphics card. Though I highly doubt that's the issue. Because the biggest issue seems to be with the bitrate, which means our download speed. I mean, sorry, our upload speed, I mean. And what we're using to encode to stream with has almost no effect on that. Oh, also, we probably have enough points now to go claim the world event. Or did we already do that earlier? Because we were only like 100 short or something the last time we looked at it. Also, can you stop doing a billion turns? I would like to cast. Oh, no wonder why. We're in Zhejiang. I was like, wait, isn't this Explore? How is it destroying us so much? But, yeah, it's Zhejiang. That would explain everything. That's all I need to see. That answers every question I just had. Building an extra turns in a row. It feels like you're fighting an actual PvP team. Oh, we got a Nisha. Nice. Anu and a Nisha tonight. Always great to see. Anyways, take tribute. That's been an hour already? Gosh. Oh, well, technically an hour since we've taken tribute. It hasn't been an hour stream yet. I was going to say. That went by really quick. Okay. Let me go check the ward event real quick. I believe... Oh, no! That's still exactly where it's been. Oh, we'll claim it tomorrow. It doesn't really matter. I'm mad, bro, is the title. That's funny. Oh, Golvania has it. No, we gotta do it. This might be the last run we do for now, though I'm not sure how we're gonna top an Anu and Anisha. So by 2030, no one will be able to get a mythic. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll have more ways to target mythics by then. Like right now, we have diamonds, and that's like the full list. Well, diamonds, and whenever a new mythic comes in, you can target it. And technically event keys, but event key targeting isn't that good. I tried getting them a while back when we were starting to get the second mythic for every kingdom, and we still had one for most kingdoms to try to make it so you could target what mythic you get when you get a mythic drop. And they said no. Though maybe in the future that would be yes, because, you know, we're eventually going to reach a certain number of mythics where they have to do something. Where the community... honestly, that's going to be weird too, because a lot of the more active community probably wouldn't advocate too much for it, necessarily. Because it wouldn't affect them as much. But if like a bigger crowd of like somewhat newer players come around and be like, hey, this needs to be fixed, they might eventually fix it. Because of course we get just every mythic immediately when it comes out. But to try to get every mythic in the game from scratch in the current state of the game, it's doable. But the RNG for it can be a little annoying for the 60 to 90% area. Because that's the most annoying part of getting mythics. Like the first 50% perfectly fine, and then a little bit after still fine. But the most annoying part about getting every mythic in the game, especially in its current state, is like 66% to like 90-ish%, I would say. Because when you're at the end, it's kind of easy because then you just diamond out the rest. Or use your horde of event keys to get the last few as they come, and you know, every single new mythic when it comes in, you just simply get immediately. But, and in the initially it's fine, because you're almost every single time you get a mythic, it's a new mythic. Very rarely are you getting repeats when you have that few. But getting that later section, like that 60 to 90, the 66 to 90% or so area, like that's probably the most annoying area for mythics. I thought it was Scorpio. Is it Scoprio? I keep calling it Scorpio. Oh, so the stream is extremely delayed. If that is just where chat is now. This is exceedingly delayed. I can't even remember how many minutes ago that was. At this point. It was so long ago. I wonder if we're gonna see any moment now a billion people type Anu in chat. Because that'd be funny. Because no one did when I did it earlier, which makes me assume everyone's that far behind. Because I don't think I saw a single Anu in chat. $10 on lag now? Is it really that long? I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually a 10-minute delay. I'm not sure how it builds up like that, though. I just acknowledged the code post delay. Oh gosh, that is super delay. Anu. Oh gosh, yeah, that was like 10 minutes ago. That's insane. Everyone just typing Anu in chat now. This will be funny for anyone watching after the fact. Or for when you guys get to it later. We'll just need to have a few like minutes of dead space near the end of the stream just so it can catch up. So this will probably be like the last one we do for now. Because almost everything here fourth's just gonna get cut off if I end the stream right now. Like exactly what we're doing right now. So just gonna have to have a little bit of dead space at it because that's what happened when we did the Pokemon stream for like 2 hours. The last like 10 minutes got like completely cut off because the weird delay it had. It's weird because it seems like the stream, even though it's like all buffery, is kind of running in like real time. But then in reality, it's like somehow accumulating like backtrack time. Like it keeps getting longer and longer delayed. Your chat loading to your side is way delayed. Your streaming on your side, including the chat, is real time. Are you sure? Because the chat being delayed should also mean that everything is delayed then. Because the stream to the chat to the side should always be real time. But the chat above me, if that is delayed, that means the whole stream is delayed. Because right now, on my ends, it is... This one is correct. But by the time you guys are seeing it, it is not correct. Not even close. So was this the final fight we had to do here? I don't remember. I know, we gotta go kill out these other two. And I'll put some dead space at the end of the stream just so we can have the rest of the stream catch up. Because it would most likely get cut off. It's kind of funny because I was like talking to myself at the end of the other stream just to kind of like get the cutoff. And it didn't actually make it into the actual video. Which I didn't think it would, but... because of the weird delay thingy that it has. But yeah, we'll find some kind of solution to it. Worst comes to worst, we could always just not stream. Which is what the initial plan kind of was, but then I was like, let me go test it. Maybe it's fixed. And nope. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do about it. But if nothing else, videos will not be affected by it. This will be our final fight. And then we'll add a couple minutes of dead space at the end, where she'll talk about random things that will probably never make it into the stream. Even if you're watching after the fact. I was like, hello, Haley! Welcome, welcome. Oh, there we go. Anything in our final chest here? Nope, just disappointment. Double Orpheus into a Yasmin. Anyways, I guess we're done here. I guess we should find something to go do to delay the rest of this time. I don't know, what's something we could do to delay 10 minutes? Because I think it is that far behind right now, based on what I could tell. Like, it is like 5 to 10 minutes behind. So we need something to kind of fill up that space so it's good, can be consumed by it. We could do these useless tasks. You know what I could go do? A treasure hunt. If you see this treasure hunt randomly like cut out midway, it's because the stream was already over. Which is funny because it'll probably show like the beginning of this, but not the end of it. It'll probably be like our best map ever, because it's only going to show the beginning, and not the ends. Let's see. Yeah, I'll be 28 this year. Oh yeah, that was to the other thing that you were we were talking about the other day. Yeah, that's kind of sad that I'm actually starting to forget that number. I feel like you reach a certain age where that starts to happen. Though I don't feel like I'm old enough for that to be starting to happen already. But I've definitely been forgetting some years. I think it's mostly